Everyone, happy 1st of October, happy first day of Vlogmas. Are you excited? How are you all today? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a lovely day. You'll see this obviously on the 2nd because, as I said before, I'm at the spa today, so a little bit of deja vu this morning. I didn't give myself enough time before leaving the house to do a quick snippet before I left, so I'm currently sat in the car park in exactly the same spot as I was last year. Maybe one over, but yeah, pretty much the same spot. And I am keeping an eye out because they've cut the hedge as well, so it's looking even more weird, me sat talking to my phone. But it's all good, nobody will remember me, it's fine. So yeah, at the spa, bit of deja vu as I said, because this was exactly what we did last year, same time last year. Pretty good, it's exciting, it's becoming a bit of a habit, which I don't mind. So the drive here was absolutely fine, not an issue at all, apart from one lady decided to try and she wanted to be in my lane and didn't notice that I was there. So that was interesting. But you know, these things happen. And yeah, so this year our spa is a little bit reversed, so we're going to do the what they call the destination spa, which is use of the spa facilities. Our 3-hour slot is in the morning. No, that's not my sister, she's got a new car, so I'm trying to figure it out, but so far I think it's the same colour as mine's a lovely blue. I don't think you can see it no you can't, that's not it. Oh, they're here, can you see that? Kind of, no, not really at all, it's really dark blue. Anyway, where was I going with that? Yes, so I've arrived really early. We don't need to be here until about 10 o'clock. It's about 9:40 now. Been here a couple of minutes. And I thought if we arrive early, because our destination spa access is from 10 o'clock until 1 o'clock. Lunch is from 12 till, can't remember, 2, half 2 I think. But our treatments are, 2 of them are at 2 o'clock and 1 of them is at half 2. So we kind of need to have lunch about 12:30. So I've worked it backwards and I figured that, yeah, we need to do the spa facilities early in the morning, which is going to be really nice because it's going to relax us for lunch. We're going to be chill for lunch. I'm having a massage. My sister and my mum have gone for the all over body scrub. I tend to scrub myself in the shower quite a bit. So I say once a week. I call that quite a bit, but I do it myself. So I just didn't think it would be beneficial for me. So I went for the massage again because it was so nice last year, and this year I'm not ill, so that is going to be fantastic. I'm going to feel the real benefits of it. Again, just watching the cars coming in to see what's happening. I have got some knitting with me, not a lot. I only brought the one project with me this year, which is quite a surprise. No, that's not it. Definitely not it. It is in this bag. Here it is. Okay, so it's this, my lovely Siobhan's Crafts bag, and all it is I've cast on, no that's not her, I have cast on another pair of mittens. So I technically finished my pair, my lovely brown pair that I was working on. It's these by Toft, what are they called? Potting Shed Fingerless Gloves. Love them, they're so much fun to make. A bit fiddly on the fingers and the thumb, but I love them so much. So I bought these with me because I'm making a pair for my mum and a pair for my sister. They don't know about this yet. My mum will probably find out if she watches this, but I've just not long cast on. So cuff number 1, I'm using charcoal for this one. I went digging in my stash. Aren't I good? Stash diving for these. And you basically need at least, well, I say at least, you need 3 balls of Toft DK 25 gram balls. You need 3 of them. The 25 gram balls are approximately 55 meters, 60 yards of DK weight yarn. You need 3 because you use just over 1 ball per per glove, and you just need that extra one just to finish it off, really. I mean, what you could do is maybe you could do you can make it so the glove doesn't go so far up your arm. I love how far it goes up the arm though, so that's fine. And I've got loads of toffee yarn, so I dug out skeins that I had, kind of neutral skeins. I wanted them to be not too bright and jazzy. So I went for charcoal, mine are in cocoa, and I can't remember, oh, the other colour is silver, I think it's silver. So they're neutral, you know, neutral sort of colours, but I had 3 balls of each that all looked, and each 3 of the balls looked very similar in terms of dye lot. So I've just grabbed them and, you know, I'm working on one at the minute. But yeah, that's what I've brought with me. Whether I'll get any time to do it, I'm not sure, because as I say, treatments finish probably about 3 o'clock is when we're all back together. And they've got a really nice swimming pool, so I imagine we'll go swimming. I think my sister wanted to make use of the gym last year, so she was a bit sad that she didn't get to do that. So I imagine that's what she's going to try and do today after the treatments, possibly. I'm not sure. I'm going to keep it chill. I'm going to go swimming. A gentle, slow swim, that's what I'm planning for. I'm so excited because I've not been swimming for a long time. And for those of you who've been with me for a while, you'll know that I took swimming lessons, a few years ago now. I can't remember when I started them. But essentially, long story short, I didn't learn to swim as a child because I had problems with my ears, kept having to have operations, and I wasn't allowed in water, basically. I had to wear like wax things that you stick in your ears when I had a shower and stuff like that because of the operations and so on and so forth. Fast forward to being an adult, and I would like to be able to swim. I would like to know if I fall out of a boat, I'm going to be fine. That's essentially all I wanted. I also wanted to join the Navy, but obviously because of my ears, it just wasn't really going to happen. So I went on a bit of a crash course learning how to swim, and yeah, I then went into the intermediate class, got bumped up, and was loving it because we were diving in the swimming pool, we were swimming just using your arms and swimming just using your legs, learning loads of different things. And I got to the point that I was learning how to save someone from a pool. It was very hard, really hard. I don't know how the young lad did it when he was demonstrating it to me, because I like dove to the bottom of the pool, tried to lift this. It's essentially a weighted in the shape of a human, a weighted bag in the shape of a human. I was trying to lift it and I just could not lift it before I ran out of breath, because obviously you're exerting yourself trying to lift it, and I thought, this is impossible. How is he doing this? Because the weight is so heavy. It's heavy anyway, but underwater it is so hard. And yeah, and I stopped doing the lessons because life just got busy and I really want to do them again. I want to go back, so it's going to be nice getting in the pool. Gosh, I'm yammering on this morning. Anyway, I am gonna, it's because I'm waiting, you see, I'm trying to pass the time. I'm going to turn my car on for a minute and I'm going to plug my phone in because I am running out of battery and I could do with having a bit more juice in there. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I will check back with you probably tomorrow now. If I can squeeze in another little video, I will. This video might be really long. You will know, once again, better than I. But anyway, it's been lovely chatting with you this morning. Thank you for keeping me company. And obviously I'll put in footage of the spa. As I say, it's going to be very similar to last year's video. Last year's video, it is the same place. So, but anyway, this is what's happening today. So yes, I will speak to you all in a little bit. Hello everyone, happy second day of Vlogmas, although technically this is kind of my first day of Vlogmas because I've merged the two together, as you will have seen. I'm back from the spa. It was amazing. It was so good. The massage was heavenly. It was pretty much a full body massage. She started at my ankles, she did all the way up my back, focused on my shoulders because I did say that that was where a lot of tension, I tend to hold tension in my shoulders. I think it's because of the nature of the job that I do. So I'm sat around most of the day, which is not good, but she did a lot of focus of ironing out all the knots in my shoulders, which was perfection. It was amazing. And then she did down my arms and she did a little bit on my hands as well, which was really nice. Oh, I needed that so badly. It was wonderful. And then we went for a swim. It took me a little while actually, because the way I swim with my face in the water. So it sounds strange, but I breathe underwater. So I breathe out through my nose underwater. That's how I swim. And it takes me a little bit of time when I've not been swimming for a while. It takes me a little bit of time to get used to how that feels again, because as soon as my face hits the water, I start breathing out through my nose, and getting comfortable with that again, it takes a little bit of time for me because I've always been a little bit anxious about being in water. I love being in water. I love being underwater. That is my favourite thing. But I have to be within my depth. If I go out of my depth, I panic, essentially. So again, another reason why I wanted swimming lessons. I really wanted to get comfortable being in water because I do. I love swimming. I love it. And yeah, it just took me a little bit of time to get used to doing that again. As soon as I got used to that, I was away and it felt fantastic. So I feel my body just feels fantastic. It's great. So I will put in some footage if I can. I think I've taken some footage that may have been in between the first video and this video. I will put in some footage of food. The food was amazing. As always, it was delicious last year as well. So yeah, really pleased. My mum and my sister had a really fantastic time as well, and I think we're going to try and make it an annual thing because it's just such a nice place to go. And yeah, it's not too far for my mum, and yeah, it's about an hour's drive for me, which is absolutely fine because half the drive is my usual drive to work, so I can do that on autopilot, which is great. Yeah. So I'm home now and it's brilliant. Mum's just said yes, actually, because I said we need to do the same again next year, and she's just messaged me to say yes. We shall do it, Mum. Every year it will be an annual thing for sure. It's lovely, and I think we all need that little bit of a reset every now and then. So, and the company, perfection. Love it. So I am home, as I say. I'm upstairs because Rob is downstairs. He's also got the day off because he obviously can't get to work if I can't drive him to work. So he took the 2 days off. Had a day to himself yesterday. Obviously today it's just about 11:15 now. So now that I'm home, the noise has returned. He likes his peace and quiet, does Rob. Oh, and excuse the swatches on the wall. We're trying to figure out the colour for the bedroom. I think those are too dark for this room. In fact, I can show you there, yeah. We think those are too dark for this room. It's a very big room. I'm not going to turn you around because there's laundry in here. The bed isn't made, which I'm sitting on. And my cupboards have become a dumping ground. So I'm not going to show you the room. Well, this is it. But we're going to have wooden slats is the plan. So you can buy wooden slats that you fix to the wall, and we're going to put those behind the bed in sort of kind of this colour, like, or maybe a shade darker is the plan. Kind of like a faux headboard. We're going to keep the frame for the bed. Sorry, I've been chewing my fingers, so I'm trying to cover my little finger. So yeah, that's what we're going to have here, and then we're going to have the rest of the room painted in whatever colour we decide. But I think we're going to go for something paler than what we've got there. We love the idea of a blue, so the downstairs loo is in kind of a really dark green, and then we chose a really dark blue colour, which I think is actually the middle one, this one here. So it was either between that one or the colour that we've gone for. Sorry, that's not the most flattering angle, but there we have it. So yeah, I think we kind of want blue for this room, but as I say, it's a bit dark for in here. I quite like it in the morning when it's quite bright in here. We definitely don't want the walls the colour they are. I don't know why this has turned into decorating video, but such is the nature of a vlog, eh? Anyway, what am I doing this afternoon? I'm just hugging a pillow basically at this minute. Do you ever do that? I love hugging a pillow. It's my favourite thing. Hugging things. I'm a hugger. So if you ever meet me, I like a hug, so it's all good. What was I going to say? I was going to say something then. Oh, what am I doing today? Stephen West, Mystery Knit Along Clue 1 is out, everybody. I am sure you are already on the case if you are doing it this year. I have obviously only just got home, so I've just printed it off. That was the first thing I did when I got home, printed it off. And it's 16 pages. I haven't read any of it yet. In fact, I did notice one word on there. And then I noticed an option as part of one of the other things. So as I say, I printed that off. So I'm going to go downstairs. I've got a cup of tea brewing. I'm going to drink my cup of tea. I'm going to read what we've got and get started, hopefully. I did notice that one of the pages did mention about help with colour placement, like choosing your colour A, B, C and D. So that's grand, because that's the only other thing I need to do before I can actually dive in. I will get my usual needles, because I always use the same needles for a Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. I bought them for shellography. Didn't realise that they were square needles. They're Knit Pro Cubics and I love them. They are wonderful. If you've never tried Cubics or the square needles, yeah, really good. I like them. So I will dig those out and I will get stuck in with Clue 1, hopefully. What else am I doing this afternoon? I think I'm going to get my laptop set up. I'm going to multitask here. I'm going to get my laptop set up because I started playing a new video game called MKAL Abbey. If you've ever heard of it and you've ever played it, hopefully you'll understand what I mean. I love management games, like sim games. So city builders, stuff like that. I won't talk about this for too long, don't worry. City builders and stuff like that. So Rob had a little look on Steam the other day and he said, have you heard of MKAL Abbey? And I said, actually, it's on my wish list. And it is a management game. Does what it says on the tin. It's an abbey and you're brewing beer and it's great. It's really good fun. So I might put that on, do a little bit of that while I knit and while I watch some Vlogtobers, because I have noticed some of my fellow YouTubers have put out Vlogtobers that I am so excited to get caught up with. So I'm going to be watching Maddy. I will tag Maddy's channel below. I started watching her this morning when I woke up because I was like, oh, I'm so excited that you're doing Vlogtober, Maddy. So excited. So I will tag her channel below. I will also be watching Anne, Toby Knits. I'll be watching hers. I didn't realise you were doing it, Anne. So again, very excited. I will tag her channel below. Please check out these channels if you are after some Vlogtobers. These are the ones that I'll be watching. Obviously, let me know any that you'll be watching as well. We can share the love. I always enjoy watching Vlogtobers. And I will also be watching Stitch by Mrs. D. Paula, of course I will. Very, very excited. So I'm going to put I'm going to get caught up with all of those channels. I also need to edit as well. Whoops, my thumb. I think this is a hint that I am waffling again. My thumb accidentally changed the screen. Anyway, yes, so I'm going to be watching those channels while I get to grips with the first clue of Stephen West. Now, a quick notice is that I will be doing the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. I won't put any footage of the clues in my videos without giving a spoiler warning. Whenever I show anything to do with my Mystery Knit Along, I will always say spoiler warning, and I will always have chapters in my videos to allow you to skip the section with the Stephen West clue reveal. So again, anytime I do show anything to do with it, whether it be footage of me working on it, I don't generally put footage of me working on it usually, unless I've fallen behind. I don't generally do that. But whenever I show it, whenever I talk about the intricacies of it, I will say spoiler warning, and I will put those chapters in, as I say, just to make it, because yeah, some people don't like spoilers, and I totally get that, totally get it. But anyway, I'll grab my cup of tea and I'm going to get stuck in, so I will speak to you in a bit. Hello everyone, I'm back and I'm just going to do a final video to close out this day. I've not got a lot of crafty goodness done today. I have been just chilling mostly. I've been very tired this afternoon, so I thought I'd just give myself a little bit of time, which I did. I have started the Mystery Knit Along. We will get into that in a moment. I'm rather excited, as I'm sure you can imagine. Before we get stuck into that though, I thought I'd show you a couple of other little crafty things that I have been doing in the last week, because there was no podcast this week. I thought, as I say, just show you a couple of things that I have been up to just to keep you updated. The first thing, of course, is that there is another mystery knit along that is happening and that I'm taking part in. Yeah, that's right, part of, not sure. Anyway, I am going to be doing in Vlogtober, and that is, of course, Sarah Shearer's Numpkin and Nettle. So, as I've said before, I'm going to be doing Nettle. This is the mystery gnome that Sarah's doing for this month. I believe it is just in October. No, we've last day 20. Yeah, so the last clue is in October, so it is for the month. And as I say, I'm doing Nettle. The first clue is going to be released tomorrow, being the 3rd of October. And just once again to show you my colours, these are they. There we go. These are the ones I have chosen. And I am planning to wind these on tomorrow. So that is a task that I'm going to do tomorrow, because otherwise I'm not going to be ready. I don't know if I'm going to cast on tomorrow. I might cast on Saturday. Yeah, clue 2 isn't due until the 7th of October. So I've got a little bit of time on that. I might concentrate on Mystery Knit Along if, the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along if I get time, because it is a work day tomorrow. I am back at work tomorrow for one day and then it's the weekend. Super, super excited. So that is one thing that I do need to do. In terms of what I've worked on, I actually managed to cast off my second sleeve on my brioche sweater that I've been working on. So this is the, turn it around, oh gosh, I've already forgotten, the Belladonna sweater by Along Avec Anna. And as you can see, I have now cast off sleeve number 2. It does look, I will say, a lot shorter than sleeve number 1. That is because when I blocked this, the sleeve grew massively. So what I did was I just used these light bulb stitch markers. I marked all the way down the first sleeve that I'd finished and that I'd blocked, so I knew exactly how many knit stitches I needed down the second sleeve. So when I block it, in theory, the sleeves should be exactly the same. So I will have to pay attention to that when I block it. The other thing I've done is just add some stitch markers into the neck, and that is because the final job that I have to do on this sweater is pick up for the neckband and do the ribbing. So I just thought I'd show you that as to where I'm at. Very close on it. So hopefully, if I get a bit of time, I can finish that in October. That is the hope. The final thing that I've been working on before I show you the Mystery Knit Along by the Stephen West one anyway, is that I have actually started a cross stitch. The reason I've started this is because I want to be prepared for 2026, and this is going to be my temperature cross stitch by it's the Magic Potions Sal by Teeny Weeny X Stitch. I will tag the shop below, but essentially this is it. It is a lot of little potion bottles on loads of shelves. So my plan was to get the shelves stitched, at least started. I've done the first shelf almost, I need to finish it off. But as you can see, I've put it on this really lovely, hopefully you can see that as I turn it. It is a sparkly linen, so I'm loving it. And as I say, I have started doing the shelf. I believe I've positioned it in the right place so that I'm going to have enough fabric to actually do it. It's going to be quite big, I think. But yeah, I have started. So that is another thing that I have been working on in the last week. Just to, as I say, get ahead of myself for next year, because we are fast approaching next year, and I don't want it to be upon us and then I have to do loads of cross stitching to get the shelves in place. That is that. The final thing I have to show you is my progress on the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. So I will put the spoiler warning in here. If you don't want to see anything to do with the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along MusiKAL, please skip this video, because this is going to be the last thing that I show you now. I'm not going to show you anything else. Before I do, actually, no, that's fine. Yeah, there will be a video tomorrow, but as I say, the next section that I'm about to show you is my Stephen West Mystery Knit Along progress. So where have I got to? I'm just going to give you an idea. I am currently at the start of page 6 in the pattern. Again, because we haven't quite got to the spoiler, I'm on page 6 of the pattern at the top. So if you haven't got that far and you don't want to see any spoilers, anything like that, or if you just generally don't want to see any spoilers, please skip the rest of this video and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. But if you are happy to carry on, once again, huge spoiler warning, I'm about to show my progress on the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along MusiKAL. Right, I'm assuming everybody has done what they need to do, so let me grab it. I am rather intrigued by this shawl, to be honest. I always am, but right, are you ready? I'm bringing it up now. So here is my progress so far. It looks a bit wonky, but that's because there's not a lot of shawl really to show you. But that is where I am at so far. We have used every single colour and I am really, really pleased with my colour choice. Unfortunately, you can't quite see them too well in this light because it is very quickly becoming dark, but there is my progress so far. As you can see, we've got a little bit of garter and increasing at the top. We then have this welt, which is looking pretty cool actually. And then we had a bit of brioche. He is starting us off early with the intrigue. So there it is, lovely little brioche, 2-colour brioche. Now, Stephen did put in the pattern that you could do brioche or you could do garter stripes. So as I said in previous videos, he does give you an alternative if you don't fancy doing the brioche. Having done my sweater that I've just shown you, the Belladon sweater, I actually felt quite confident this time doing the brioche. So I didn't need to look up a video, which was nice. So there we have it. Then we've got another welt here. And now I'm just working on the eyelets. I believe I've got another 2 repeats of these to do, and then I'm on to the next section. But that is where I'm at so far. And it is busy, isn't it? It's really busy. But it's at that stage whereby you can't really say much about it other than there's a lot going on. And there's a lot of techniques all at once. It's proper hitting us right from the start this time. I am very intrigued as to where we're going. I always am. But as I say, I mean, we're right on the start. So there's not really a lot I can say other than I am really pleased with how my colours are working. They are very muted, which is what I wanted this year. When I saw that pack by Eden Cottage Yarns, I just thought it'd be nice to try and do a more muted one. So I'm really excited to get a little bit further into this. As I say, the pattern has 16 pages. I don't know if there's pattern on all of those 16 pages because there was an optional section which was in place of the brioche, which obviously I didn't do because I did the brioche. So that section I didn't need to do. So I'm wondering if there's sections, I haven't read that far yet, but I'm wondering if there's further sections like that whereby it's 16 pages because Stephen's given us options. You may know more than I. I will also quickly say as well, if you want to comment on the Mystery Knit Along, please keep your comments spoiler free. Just in case there's anybody out there who doesn't want any spoilers, please keep them spoiler free. Yeah, it's always a difficult one at this time of year, obviously, because I always want to know how people are finding it. So let me know how you're finding it, if you're working on it. How are you finding it? But keep it spoiler free. Say, I'm enjoying it, but don't put specifics, or you're not enjoying it. And again, don't put specifics in the comments, just in case anybody who doesn't want spoilers reads the comments. Anyway, there we are. Oh gosh, there's a lot of ends already. As you can see, I am going to try my best to sew these in as I go, but as you can see, I haven't done that yet. But I might reach a point tonight where I start sewing in, but we shall see. Anyway, there we are. Right. I'm going to leave that there because we need to make tea, eat tea. I also need to edit the video, and as you can tell, I'm rather tired, so I will edit the video and hopefully get it up to you in good time this evening. And yes, I will leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. As always, it really does mean the absolute world to me. I was going to say something then, but I've totally forgotten. No, it's gone. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.